Hello everyone and welcome. So today I will be helping you with an introduction to exponents. So exponents are a number to the power of something. So this typically is another numerical value. And this can sometimes be a variable, and when it is a variable it would classify as a function. And when it's a numerical value, it would classify as another numerical value. Since whenever you take the power of a certain number, which in this case I have 2 here, you would get another numerical value in return. So say you had the exponent in this case be 2. So 2 to the power of 2, or 2 squared, this would equal 2 times 2. So note that since we have 2 as the exponent, we would multiply 2 by each other twice. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So therefore 2 to the power of 2 also equals 4. Alright, so then what if the number had a higher exponent? Well, then if that was the case, then we would have to multiply this number by itself more times. So say we had a base number 3 and an exponent of 3 as well. So that means we would have to multiply 3 by each other 3 times. So then we would have to solve 3 times 3 times 3. So this would be what we would have to solve in order to get 3 cubed. So 3 cubed is this here, and 3 times 3 equals 9. We would have to multiply 3 by itself again, and that would equal 27. So 3 cubed equals 27. Alright, so say we had a number, say 4, to the power of 2 plus 1 to the power of 0. So this here serves as a double lesson here, because when we have a exponent of 0, this number, no matter what it is, even if it was like 3, which is what this is here in this case, -10, 2048, and so on, even if it was all these numbers, this number up here would still amount to 1. So this would be 4 to the power of 1. And then this would be what we would solve in order to find the value of this. So 4 to the power of 1 would just equal 4, since you would multiply 4 one time. Or, in other words, you would only have 4 to begin with. So this would be what you would get. Or, so let's say we had 4 to the power of 0. So like before, if it was a number to the power of 0, that would just automatically equal 1. No matter what this number is. Likewise, if we had 4 to the power of 1, this would equal 4, just like in this case here. So that is another thing to note. And sometimes if you have an exponent up in the so if you had x, this is just a number here, and the exponent is something, you would first have to solve this exponent, but before you can actually solve this entire expression. So say if we had 4, 2 plus 8, we would have to solve 2 plus 8, 4 before we can solve 2 to the power of that. So 2 plus 8 equals 10. So then we would solve 4 to the power of 10. Now this would be 4 times 4 times 4 all the way to 10, and then so on. So I'm not going to solve that because that process will be quite tedious, and but we can simplify these exponents as well, and that can make them easier to solve because it puts them into smaller chunks. So back to the example, 4 to the power of 10. So we can have 4 to the power of 2 times 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 4 to the power of 2. Or this can also equal 4 to the power of 2 to the power of 5. So we can simplify this as that, but this would still equal this. So let's try some problems regarding these problems. Alright, so the first one, which asks to solve 2 to the power 3. So 2 to the power 3, we would solve that by solving 2 times 2 times 2. 3 times here. And 2 times 2 equals 4. Multiplying 4 by 2 again would equal 8. So that means 2 to the power 3, or 2 cubed, would equal 8. Alright, let's solve 6 to the power of 2. So 6 to the power of 2 is 6 times 6, since that is what this would amount to. So 6 times 6 equals 36, and that would also be what 6 squared is. So 36 here, and let's try 3 to the power of 4. So 3 to the power of 4 is a same process as the last two that we did. So this one we would solve by 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. This is 9. This is also 9. So we can multiply 9 by 9, which equals 81. So this would equal 81. Alright, let's solve the fourth one, which asks to evaluate 8 to the power 3. So 8 to the power 3 is the same as this one, these up here. So it's 8 times 8 times 8. 8 times 8 equals 64. And 64 times 8 equals 512. So that would be the answer for this one. Alright, so let's try the fifth one. So this one is a bit different. I didn't explain this one earlier, but I will now. So 5 to the power of negative 2. So if the exponent is negative, then you would have to automatically put it under 1 over that, and then you would have 5, which is the base, to the power of that exponent, but this time it is positive. So like this. So then you would have to solve that now. Now this is 1 over 5 squared, which is 5 times 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. So that would be the answer here. Alright, let's try the last one, which asks to solve 1 to the power of negative 1. So 1 to the power of negative 1, we will have to put that under 1, and then we have 1 to the power of 1, which is the positive version of negative 1, under that as the denominator, and then we would have to solve 1 to the power of negative 1, which is 1. So that would amount to 1 over 1, which just equals 1. So that would be our answer. Alright, and I guess that would end our lesson for today. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to post those down in the comments section. Thank you.